Oh, that's a bunch of friends. Alright, we want to hit the cleric more than anything else. Yeah, based on my research with the Mythic Paths, I like the idea of legend the most, oddly enough. Is that a Masterwork Glaive? Yes, so it is. Alright, what about the rest of these? Light Mace, leather armor. Ooh, but this is half-plate? It doesn't even look like it's magical, but I'll grab it anyway. And yeah, I think the rest of this stuff is mostly just trash. Oh, no, they're both half-plate +1. That's the deal. We hadn't identified it yet. Oh, that's interesting. Midnight Bolt. Owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that can't be ignored or reduced. Cannot miss. Interesting. Be a really good anti-boss weapon to just hand to her, probably. And just lockpick. Oh, this place got messed up. Hard to believe that this place recently held a bustling and festive market. True. Yeah, whole running company. Well, I'm just blown away by the fact that I kind of missed this the first time I came through. Ooh. There we go. What else we got around here? Nope. Oh, hi. Despite all the city's troubles, the statue of Iomade towers proudly over the street. So I can climb... You know what? I'm gonna start exploring. Usually these lead to bonus zones. Maybe. Plus, I can just go around. Hello? Can I talk to these guys? Apparently this is the Eagle Watch. Huh. Or no, sorry. The Eagle Watch is just the name of them. Hello. You know, I'm really just gonna take him to shoot. There we go. Delete the back line. That is my goal. Ugh, that was a noise. Okay. There's also a punching dagger. I have no idea if the punching dagger... Oh! That's the downside of the punching dagger. I think I like regular daggers over punching daggers. Oh. No, we did loot everybody. The game is just lying to me. That's a noise. Hello? Champion fighter. I guess just charge. Okay, you two. Hit the Conjurer. Then hit the Evoker. There we go. Oh. Diseases. We need a druid or a cleric, after all. Ooh, Cambion Fighter has a weird club. These are Masterwork. Masterwork Dagger. Okay, so he has Great Pox. Oh. Here is 2 consecutive saves. Okay. That's not so bad then. I still think I'll switch him out. Oh, hey, mongrels. Mongrel? The young mongrel looks around in every direction but up. Maybe we should go back. The place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere. The air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? Another mongrel stares straight ahead, gripping his blade in a trembling fist. No, not one step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. Oh, mongrels! A sheet of paper appears in Nenio's sleeve. I have so many questions for you. Which tastes better, cave slugs or cave rats? Or perhaps beetles? How often do you wash yourselves? Where do you go to relieve yourselves? Not going to answer, huh? Nenio stows the paper back into her sleeve. Your fellow tribesmen refused to answer us as well. How do you expect me to write your entry in the encyclopedia? I have no clue. Right now we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. Let's start with the top one. What are you doing here? The young man turns to you. He only has one healthy eye and a lumpy growth where the second should be. It's you! It's thanks to you that we made it to the surface to fight the demons. The shield maze fell, but Sol slowed everything down. He's an old man. He's afraid of everything, but we can't sit in the dark like root vegetables while big things are happening up above. We tried to follow you through the shield maze, but we emerged in some kind of fortress. There were too many demons there. Then we dug out another passage into the city. It took days, but we did it. We're ready to fight. Right now we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. Go back below ground and wait in the shield maze exit. We'll get the beasts at both ends. Go back? Well, if you're sure. Of course we'll go. I mean, an ambush. Good idea. Yes, I understand. We'll attack from below as soon as we hear the fighting start. We're the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebears did. Alright, happy ending. Of the sort. Boy, there's a lot of daggers in here. I'll take the Masterwork one, I guess. The bodies have a variety of wounds. One is covered in burns, others have weapons or claw marks. It's safe to assume that they were decapitated post-mortem. Freaky. Okay, I think this is a dead end? Kind of? Yeah, it looks like it. I'm trying to be thorough here. This place is slightly maze-ish. Okay, but I'm not seeing anything else. Hello? Hello. I guess up we go. A horse? A horse! A horse, of course. Yeah, they have Demon Plague. That sounds fun. Okay, do we have anybody else? Nope. Oh. That hurt. Okay. Inflicts wounds mass. Spooky. Nope. What about these guys? Are these just long swords? Surprised they even had swords. Because not every demon can have natural weapons. Doesn't look like there's anything up here. Oh, there's a house. We should probably start with him, though. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Unfortunately, this is becoming less and less efficient the higher level I get. Why I want clerics and druids? Let my backline do the damage. Ow. Okay. Backliners? Backliners. You guys need to hit the boomerang. We might have to camp in here. Okay. So I can cure characters. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Please don't walk on that. Okay. Well, we got goodies. What is this? Letter in small handwriting. May glory be showered upon your head. Your interest in the creation of demi-planes is understandable. Any individual who has reached a certain level of power seeks for themselves a safe haven, a peaceful place for study and rest. That's why I place high hopes in your prudence. Remember that any demi-plane is but a shard of one of the true planes that typically remain under the watchful eye of the powers that be. As such, I do hope that you haven't incurred the wrath of any of the powers that hold sway over the fringe you've subjugated. As for stabilization, alas, there isn't much you can do once the fragmentation and consolidation have been completed. Nevertheless, I have no doubt that you've given enough consideration to such important matters and ensured that your creation will be safe for you and your servants. Unless, of course, you're preparing an elaborate trap. Your fellow colleague... Huh. More thieves' tools. Not that we've needed them so far. Okay. And then we're gonna just camp in here. Because, ouch. Okay. But I need a brewing thing. Because, yeah, we can make potions of cure light wounds later. Okay, abyssal corruption. Oh. That's bad, actually. She's got the +9 on this. But we don't need the Night Watch nearly as much. She's not great, but you know what? If we get attacked, we get attacked.
I heard you talking to your invisible friends. You know, I have a friend too.
I can't imagine what spirit would talk to a gutter snipe like you, and I don't want to.
Okay. That took a while. Well, we're back up to full health. 2.5 days just camped out in this burning building. That doesn't seem healthy. We need somebody with healing spells. I forgot. That's like the one reason why you can't just rely on egregious amounts of potions. Hello? Anything fancy back here? Nope. I don't think I'm actually supposed to be able to go back there. Okay, there's still more in this area, though. Kind of. Right. We have to go here. And mobility go up. Remember, there was a mobility check in Pathfinder Kingmaker that like nearly killed my party trying to do it. I think this feels a lot better. Scrawny Tiefling. Help me. Somebody please help me. Tiefling's voice is hoarse from repeated and fruitless calls for help. Is that you? I'm begging you. Get me out of here, please. Those rats left me to here to rot, but you can save me. Is that you, Woljif? Brother, buddy, please help me out. Don't leave me to die here. Woljif's panicked eyes dart between you and the trapped tiefling. Hey there, buddy. Yeah, sure, I'll help Torgar. You're gonna help him, right? Yup. You easily clear the rubble and free the trapped tiefling. Whew, I'm alive. I'm actually alive. Thank you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The tiefling nods at the cleared rubble. That way leads to the cellar of the Grey Garrison. We stash a few crates of some real good booze in there. I'm not going back in there, no way, but if you're crazy enough to do it, take whatever you want. It's yours. Now, so long. I'm gonna get the hell out of these bloody ruins as fast as I can, and you should do the same. Thanks for helping me out. I don't see a door. Oh, hello? Oh no. Well, alright, that was weird. We also have the stranger. Again? Yeah, it's the absence of... An answer is an answer to... Oh, I guess we're going this way. Okay, there we are. Thank the gods, I found someone who isn't fleeing in panic. Are you crusaders? Mercenaries? The comedy half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I'm a servant of Count Dairin Kale Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all of his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion's only a stone's throw away, on the next street over. Count Arende. I've seen him a few times before. From afar, he looked highly audacious. I confess he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. You've heard of the Arendé family before. This wealthy and noble Mendavian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young Count Daron, was has an infamous reputation. He is well known for being a rake and a rogue. Misfortune continues to dog the House of Arendé, I see. The servant cringes. You're telling me everyone tried to talk me out of taking up the position, saying that it can't have just been bad luck that brought tragedy down on the family that almost killed off the line. But I reasoned that since my master was the only one to survive that calamity, that meant his must be a blessed fate, or blessed. He must be blessed by fate and the powers of good. The pay was nothing to sniff at either. The servant cast his eyes around the street. I should have listened to people smarter than me and gone to work somewhere else, preferably far away from Canabras.
Alright, I'll help. Where's your master's house?
It's not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over. Though, through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I had to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. Alright, that actually sounds a little sinister, but fine. No better time for a banquet. Oh, are they just gonna be, like, totally fine? Maybe and probably possibly. Okay, so I think we've cleared out this side of the city. There's a little bit here, I guess, that I can check. Nope. Hi. There we go. And we've got more things to check out. We good? We good. Okay. And they're just kind of going. Works for me. What's this? Just a longsword. Well, I'm just gonna try it, and if it hurts, it hurts. Lore nature. These corpses were gnawed to the bone by ghouls whose teeth were likely the cause of death. Hey! Okay, you guys gotta hit the evoker, though. Yeah, I can deal with mages. Or I can deal with melee enemies for the most part, but the mages hurt. I kind of want to stay away from them as much as possible. Or not stay away from them, but, you know, give them as little room as possible to assault me. Okay, what else we got around here? These people were not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Adopt. Get it. Received item, tiger. Cat. Hear me, take heed. The hordes of the abyss march on Canabras. The wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Huh. Oh. That's interesting. Do we know what was saying that? Nope. Oh, Temple of Desna. Fragments of that memory. Well, let's check out this house. And loot it. Loot. Oh, okay. Grab that real quick. Ooh, into the cellar. It's a little bit more than I thought it was going to. Surprised we still haven't found the friend yet. But I guess I'm not that surprised. This map is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's the main thing. These fighters must have been caught off guard. They died before they can even draw their weapons. Their bodies are covered in a thin layer of ice. Oh. Cool. Okay, I gotta check this. This hurts? I'm taking a lot of damage on this one. You know, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Which of my characters can use scrolls? She can. I just have to search through... Find the one I'm looking for. I guess I should search in here. Oh, summons a pet cat. Hello. Just gonna do that. What else is this? Huh, interesting. Okay, no, what I'm looking for... No, not Scroll of Doom. Fairy Fire, Protection of Chaos. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about an invisible foe in the room messing with me. There's no easy way for me to search this. Here, let me search based on price descending order. See, invisibility is not the lowest. Oh, we do have a scroll of remove disease. There it is. Got it. Alright. We are going to do... There it is. Shadow Demon. Yeah, I just wasn't even processing that this dude was in the room. Now we can clear the blockage. Alright. We've encountered the Shadow Demon. It's incorporeal, receives no damage from non-magical weapons. Have damage from magical weapons and spells. Ghost Touch is the only thing that really does damage to them. And all we get for this is a chest. Chest with a really good composite longbow. Of some variety. The Wicked Longbow. Well, in baseline, I should probably figure out what that does. It is... +2 composite longbow confirms a crit on an enemy. Pass a will savings throw or suffer a curse. Cursed creature receives a reduction to all savings throws. Well, yeah. That's a good bow. That's a real good bow for me. Club with nails. Huh. Some of these magical weapons are kind of fun. I'll have to think about using more of them. But back in the house. Torgar's a little messed up. You know what? Honestly, I think it'll be fine. He doesn't get hit much. I think he actually has pretty low AC, all things considered, but that doesn't bother me. Okay. Are we done with this area? I think we are. There's the Temple of Desna. There's also this area back here. Of course, there's Nod. Oh, not on by ghouls. We're the cause of death. Hello, ghouls. Okay, I think this is bringing us back kind of towards the beginning. Oh, Curl. Hello. A short, hooded figure is poking about some of the bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against a wall, and places the corpse's hands on its chest. Then freezes as if hesitating. You see him reach out towards the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, and reaches out again. I'm not going to bother them.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here?
The stranger almost jumps out of his skin, and his hood falls off his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up at you. Oh, phew, I thought you were demons. Good day to you, good sir. Sela's eyebrows lift in apparent surprise. Curl, is that you? The halfling looks at Sela and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sela, you're alive. Goodness me. That's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What's the first bit of good news? Stick around and you'll see for yourself.
You know this person, Sela?
Meet Rimvi, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabras and fights in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue with the heart of gold. Sela smiles, then adds a little more seriously. Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you're about to do is right. The halfling's cheeks flush, and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought, oh, it doesn't matter.
Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on in the city?
I'm afraid not, good sir. I just left Defender's Heart. Before that, I was holed up in there, too scared to leave. Although spending all that time under Commander Irabeth's nose sure was something. She's a strict one. Whew. When she gets antsy. Don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last a lifetime.
What were you doing here? Robbing corpses?
No, the halfling protests. Rimvi Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the paving stones. Probably paved stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving, and a young man in shining armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance, you can see his tanned face and blue eyes shining brightly. See? Terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you, and the knight cries out in jubilation, Seela! Never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the center of the demons' attack. Ellen to the Hound Hearts. And Jonna, there we go. The half-elf smiles warmly at Seela. Hey friend, glad to see you're all right. When we got separated by the crowd in the celebration, I knew right away something was wrong. And when the demons appeared all of a sudden, I realized that that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up. And I was proved right. Seela's face lights up with joy. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and John are alive. Actually, by good news I meant we found a beer cart. So Elon and John are being alive counts a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe half.
A beer cart?
No.
I approve of this mission with all of my dwarven heart.
The half-elf bursts out laughing. Let's raise a tankard to your dwarven heart. Perhaps you can escort us to the Defender's Heart. The more the merrier. Jonna, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying ales of beer, I'd wager. By the way, name's Elon. Sir Elon of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who's survived the madness.
Haven't told me how you know Seela.
I'll save that story for when we're back in Defender's Heart. You're going back there, aren't you? We have reason to toast our spoils.
I have to go.
So long. We're sure to meet again, either in the city or at Defender's Heart. Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. Righto. Okay. Now is this... Nope. Haven't quite been here yet. There we go. Anything else? Pick that lock. Failed? Oh, the lock is just jammed now. Well, breaking it. Whatever it was, alas. Bunch of zombies in the area. Well, I guess we might as well just clear the graveyard. Ooh, there's a shade in the mix. And there was a shade in the mix. Okay, lore religion. What do we got here? Dug up graves and other clues indicate that a necromancer has recently conducted a ritual here. You know, not terribly surprised by this turn of events. Oh, got a sweet hand axe, I guess. No necromancer, though. It looks like it just kind of messed up the area and then left. Alright, anything else? How big is this area? It's huge. More zombies. Maybe they're up ahead somewhere. I love large quantities of weak enemies. It's just kind of fun watching them just go pop. I might consider... I don't know. Once we have more party members, it would be kind of fun to have a fighter built around Cleave. I guess, honestly, we could actually give it to her. That was always my favorite build when I was younger. We often would fight a lot of trash mobs, goblins especially. And... hello? The city has fallen. How glorious. Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper. I can spend my time on my true passion, reanimating the dead. Well, I mean, be true to yourself, I guess. Cultist Necromancer. Cool. Backline, shred him. I don't know if he's actually that dangerous, but you know what? Never suffer a spellcaster to live. Alright, Masterwork Glaive, Dagger, and Breastplate. Well, pretty much just want the glaives. Man, the Masterwork Glaives that we're getting out of these Baphomet cultists are, well, they're very appreciated. They're funding my war effort. Single-handedly, pretty much. Okay, anything else? Well, I guess I might as well look at this. The disfigured corpses are laid out in a neat pattern, in preparation for an unknown ritual. Well, we found the Necromancer. Oh, hey. Oh, boy. This is just off. There we go. Let's see. Got all that. So there's a little... yeah, there's a little bit over here that we haven't been to yet. Oop. And ghouls. And possibly more ghouls. Well, goodbye, fly. Oh, there are more. I don't know. Like I said, there's something just kind of fun about this. It really is tempting, though. To either go with, like, like, switch up the melee a little bit, or go for even more ranger-type characters. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest, darling beauty of mine. Why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called a friend at time, but love, 'tis like an ocean, friendship, a well. But Willis, how are we to love, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine voice in response from the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? Move the pile of junk. We found some actors, I think. The pile shifts easily, revealing an entrance of some kind to a cellar. There's an interesting looking chest among the items. I'm the Soundmaster. Look, the door is open, and now we're completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon, we have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration after all. But hand me over my ladle and that rolling pin. Huh. Yeah, saved an acting troupe. Ish? Yes. Grandma Gretlin the director, Kem the Soundmaster, and Cubble the something? Rubbledum the actor. Now look, it isn't a demon at all. Greetings, friend, kind, and rescuer. I'm Grandma Gretlin, theater director. Now these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props from the Malevolent Lich performance, the one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I paid to that daft idea, says the dwarf with indignity. Oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny. Especially your play where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing, then falls off again. Ember claps her hands in delight. Well, it is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea like a finger of a giant, and the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below, just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it.
What are we doing down... oh, what were you doing down there?
We're rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. The dwarf waves her ladle emphatically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art. Oh, art is eternal.
Can you get somewhere safe?
Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement to the next street. That's where our Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around.
Lambkin?
Lambkin. Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing.
All right.
Thank you again for rescuing us. Today you did a great service for Mendavian culture, perhaps the culture of all Golarion. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. I feel like that was a Patreon thing. Uh-oh. Let me guess. Still polymorphed, can't bomb? Cool. Shriek? I mean, I guess we can kill him. Much to my surprise. I guess we have enough magical weapons. The swarms aren't as much of a problem. I really gotta get rid of some of these. Alright, I think we've come full circle. Wait, it took 3 hours. It took 3 hours to fail to climb that pile of rubble. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Anyway, let's see if I can get to the Temple of Desna from here. No. Maybe? Yeah, looks like we can go up the hill. Well, we might as well check it out while we're here. We got a lot of things to do. There's a lot to explore. Cripes. I'm enjoying it, though. I don't know. I used to play these games as a kid, and it's just kind of pleasant to play them again. I think we have to wait until we find the other ones. Okay, yeah, looks like this is Dunsey until we find the other two. Oh, what's up with her? I should check. Dunsky? What is this? Strength damaged. Oh. That's a problem. Okay, I think we're done with the area. We finished the quest that we were going to, at the very least. And that matters a lot. Okay. And as far as items left behind, I don't think we missed anything important. I'm gonna do a quick scroll through. Nope, we're good. Alright. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot more than I was expecting, frankly. So there's the party house. No time for a banquet. It's gonna take a little while, though. Do you go anyway? Or do we go back to the Defender's Heart? No, we should head down here. For better and maybe worse. But yeah, I think I'm gonna rebuild Ember as not a witch. Hopefully it doesn't break anything like it has with Nenio. It might. Let me guess they're totally fine. Nope, they're not. Okay, what do we got? Well, we've got food. Food aplenty. Okay, anything else I'm missing? Not from that section. They're still just here. What a splendid occasion, Count. And this new Numerian elixir is quite something. This is weirding me out a little. Oh look, such darling little creatures. The demons help. Wonderful, now brace yourself for the smell of your own blood, you ghastly eyesore. Huh. Well, that was weird. Portrait of Galfrey Mendev, ruler of the kingdom and founder of the Crusades in the World Wound. I guess we should probably talk to characters.
Greetings.
Oh, it's this guy.
Valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house. Count Daron Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore. Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Must have been some party to miss the fact that Canabras was being attacked by hordes of demons and Dascari himself.
Oh, come. The party was deathly dull. Rather like one of the prelate's interminable sermons. I really ought to be grateful to the demons for their intrusion. They certainly added a frisson to the proceedings. It seems as though Dascari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the ward stones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
The Count falls silent and rubs his brow, looking fatigued.
The Orendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Gwyrm.
You can go to Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Irabeth Tirabade and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
I don't like this guy.
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Dascari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Thoughts?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
He has all these friends at his party, and he still looks so lonely. We can take him with us. Maybe it will make him feel better?
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest. By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
Deal.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Okay, and he goes back to the end. I don't want him. He'll just be there. He creeps me out a lot. Might as well see if there's anybody else here worth talking to. Masterwork Scimitar, a Blood Vial, and it's just a dagger. Oh, that's the dagger. Terrible tragedy, I say. When those demons came through, they smashed a fine bottle of Kionin Red. Vintage it was. Intricate patterns on the harp depict stars, the moon, and butterflies, hallmarks of the goddess Desna. Yeah, I don't really feel like sticking around too much. Nor interacting with the dude terribly much either. Let's see if I can loot the mansion. Golden ring, composite longbow, studded leather, alchemist fire, and cool. And then we can just leave. Hey! Oh, this area was convenient and quick and filled with a man that you know, maybe he's actually a decent character. I have no idea. But I also have limited interest in it. Yeah, I think we're done with this area. So this just leaves Blackwing Library and the Thiefling's Hideout, and maybe something else if we find something along the way. Characters are fatigued. Nah, we don't need to rest. We'll rest at the Defender's Heart. We fight random enemies. Oh, it makes life easier. Hello. What's it going to be this time? An archer? Nope, flies. I do really appreciate that the random encounters don't seem nearly as heinous as they used to be. That was one of the problems I ran into with Pathfinder Kingmaker originally. Like, I was straight up attacked with, like, a will-o-wisp? It was either a will-o-wisp or something else, or it was both. But there was just, like, a random encounter that just killed me. And it took forever for me to escape, and I think I just chucked the game on the easiest difficulty to cope. And I know they fixed it, but it was just like, there were enough weird problems with the game that I don't know. Had trouble. Oh. Oops. Oh. Hi. Oh. Okay. Were those all the, those were probably all the dead enemies that were left behind. Alright. Bulk sell that. Wow, that was not worth as much as I was hoping would be. Price in descending order. Sell all the composite longbows, because we don't need any more of those. Anything that is masterwork and below, we do not need. Okay, what about armor? Buckler, yes. Half plate, probably. And the adamantine chainmail would be cool. Minimal interest. As usual, diadem. Okay, everything else is good. Does he have anything interesting? Yeah, see, I was really hoping this guy would actually end up with, this guy would end up with a bag of holding or something. But, alas. No dice. Is what it is.